Welcome back to the Valdez Family Homestead. Thank you guys a ton for joining me here today. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell to stay up with all of this exciting content we have for you here on the homestead. Bringing out some treats here to the chickens. We've got some strawberries and some kale and some spinach. They love this stuff. Good morning, girls. I gotta close this gate here, or Apollo would want to come in here and steal their food. Look what I got, girls. Look what I got. I got some spinach and some strawberries and some kale, I think, in here. So let's get you guys fed. They love this stuff. They love this part of the day when they can come out here, get some treats. They love strawberries. It's a beautiful day, beautiful Saturday here on the homestead. Wanted to give you guys a short informational video today, as you saw on the thumbnail probably already, and maybe made you click on this video, or you just wanted to join me here on the homestead and say hello, since I haven't made a video in a while. Been quite busy. It's been about a week since we've made a video here, and so usually my free days are Thursdays where I can bring you guys some videos. So today you are getting a Saturday video from the homestead, and I'm hoping in the future I can bring you guys more and more videos as I get some more free time available in my schedule. But I love coming out here with these girls. They bring joy to everyone here on the homestead. As you can see, they are getting big. They're getting so big, and they're super hilarious. I mean, they have tons of strawberries in there, plenty for the 5 of them. And one of them will grab a strawberry and take off running with it, and the other ones will chase it. So anyways, today guys, about the informational video, wanted to give you some information on sunflowers, as you saw on the thumbnail. We'll get to that here in a minute. I want to give you an update on the homestead here, on how our things are looking. You already saw the chickens. I'm probably not going to show you guys the other chickens, the well bars that we just received about a week ago. So they are a week old now. They're getting big too, but I'll show you guys them, an update video in another video. If you have not checked out my well bar video, go check that video out. It's on the channel right now. But just give you an update. Let's go ahead and go take a look at the greenhouse. Haven't taken you guys in there in a while, and then we'll get to the informational video that I have on sunflowers today. We've got stuff growing like crazy in here. It has changed a lot since the last time I gave you an update. So these are our limes. They're looking really good. It's about the same size. This is our jalapeno plant here. It's getting pretty big. It started out pretty small. These right here are our marigolds, and I don't know if you guys remember, if you check out in one of the last videos, these things were tiny. I mean, these started out from seeds, and look how beautiful and big they are growing here. We have our green peppers growing right there. Then the mint, believe it or not, the mint was going crazy in here. This is one of those plants that grows like weeds. So we actually have taken a lot of this off because we've been using it for the chickens and around the homestead. Look into that, because mint is really good. Our strawberries have been thriving. We've picked several strawberries off of this already, but it's looking beautiful. That's our strawberry plant. There's our lime back there. Our cilantro has been growing like crazy too. Those started from seeds, and I mean, they have just been thriving as well. The oregano was tiny, and it's thriving. Lavender is getting there. It's taking a little bit longer. These are our garlic, and they are also just growing each and every day. It's getting pretty big there. And here's kind of an update on our elderberry. The elderberry is getting pretty big too. It's doing pretty well. And I'm growing some catnip up there. But yeah, that's our greenhouse. We're adding stuff daily in here, so we're running out of room. I'm about to build another shelf. But everything is looking wonderfully in that greenhouse. I'm gonna take you guys over here to our garden section, where we have our raised garden beds. I don't know if you guys watched the video. I believe it was titled sad day on the homestead. We had a unexpected frost where everything froze over here and a lot of our stuff died, so we kind of had to start a little bit over. I wouldn't say necessarily all the way over, but everything's starting to look good. Our onions are growing in pretty well over here. So our onions and then our tomatoes, these are protected. We're gonna see how they grow inside these milk jug casings here. It's supposed to keep it nice and humid in there and just help that growing process. Then we got the jalapenos there, green beans, and our squash plants over here. And then we got lettuce in the back there. And then we've kind of transplanted some of that lettuce because we had bunched it up back there. So we transplanted it over here. Our nectarine trees are looking wonderful. They're starting to get leaves and the buds are starting to sprout down here where the nectarine fruits grow. Of course, this won't have any fruit for a while, but it's starting to look pretty. It's starting to get all of its leaves. That one's in the back is taking a little bit longer. Then we got some more tomatoes over here in that garden. And I'm happy to say our grapes made it through the frost. They're getting beautiful leaves back on them. Anyways, the reason I have you guys here today is sunflowers. A lot of people don't necessarily like sunflowers. They think they're just an ugly weed. I think they're a beautiful plant, especially the huge sunflowers that grow tall. So the mammoth sunflowers, which is what we have here and what we're going to be planting on the homestead, can grow anywhere from like 7 to 9 feet, even more. We've seen them, you know, grow up to like 10 feet tall. Not only do they help bring pollinators, which is great for your garden. So that's number one. These sunflowers bring in all these bees, helping all your beautiful flowers in your garden grow. And of course, those flowers will bring in those pollinators as well. But a big one is the sunflower. Those bees love sunflowers, and just having a few of those around your yard can help bring those pollinators in to help your garden grow beautifully. But that is not the amazing fact that I wanted to share with you guys today that some of you may already know, and this may be new to a lot of you. So scientists call these sunflowers hyperaccumulators, which basically just means that these plants have the ability to absorb toxic materials into their tissues. And so I'm sure a ton of you know about Chernobyl and the plants around Fukushima. So they have planted tons of these sunflowers, and you can look up pictures around the power plants and these wastelands in Fukushima. If you look up the photographs, you'll see just tons of these sunflowers planted around the area. And why is that? Because these plants absorb the toxins that are going down into the earth soil and bringing it into their tissues. So while other plants are taking nutrients from our soil, which is why each year you have to change out your soil, because the plants won't thrive that you're trying to grow because they have absorbed all those nutrients and all those vitamins that they need to grow and thrive. Not only are they bringing in these pollinators to help you grow your garden, but they are also absorbing these toxins from the ground to help the soil around them thrive. So sunflowers pull these toxins out of the earth, giving you a cleaner soil. And this was first investigated by scientists in the 1990s when the devastation of Chernobyl happened. And so what they did was plant these sunflowers near the sites of where this occurrence happened, and studies showed that these sunflowers cleaned the water sources in the area, so they helped absorb that radioactive pollution in the soil. And then again, when the disaster happened in, I believe 2011, don't quote me on this, 2011 in Fukushima, they again attempted this by planting sunflowers around the area of the nuclear plant. So of course, it's not to say that where you live has radioactive elements in the soil that is killing things around you and that can have an effect on your body. but sunflowers have been known to help the soil in the area they're planted. So you can do a little bit more research on this. I love looking into these things and just seeing new and different things that can potentially help your garden and your plants thrive. I don't know if you realize it, but sometimes if you look up in the sky, you'll see planes going by and spreading chemicals throughout the air. Some of them are for bugs and different types of things to kill, but are they doing that much better for us, or are they doing more harm to us? You can even look this up. They are also spreading these chemtrails throughout the sky to control the weather, and that is their ultimate goal for these lines. Like I said, if you look it up in the sky from time to time, they do this in tons of areas. If I look up here in our area, there will be multiple times throughout the week where these planes are leaving chemtrails through the sky. And it'll be a beautiful sunny day like this, and after they fly these planes through here with the chemtrails, it'll block out the sun. It'll create this cloudiness in the sky and block out the sun. And so these chemicals that they're spreading, like I said, for bugs and stuff, are coming down to our soil. And yes, I don't want to say they probably don't help with things that they're spraying for, but they're also spreading these chemicals everywhere into our soil. These sunflowers are known to help with that stuff. And I'm not I don't like to talk about this, of course, because we are a homestead and I don't want to mention or scare anybody, but if we were ever to go through a nuclear war, something that wouldn't completely take us out, if we were to have like an apocalypse, maybe the sunflowers, having them already planted in areas, can help this radioactive material that goes into the soil, so it's not completely unlivable space. And so what we're gonna do is all through our garden area here, so I have our fence blocked off here, we are going to be planting sunflowers along the fence line and just see how they grow. Of course, sunflowers are basically a weed, and so they'll spread and grow like crazy, but we'll just have to maintenance them and keep up with them. That is something I have decided to see if it helps the soil here where we live, especially this soil here. As I have showed you guys in previous videos and spoken of it, it's horrible to plant anything into this ground, like if you want to plant like potatoes. I hope this was useful information to maybe do some more research into sunflowers and see how they can potentially help the soil where you live, and the benefits of having sunflowers, especially for the pollinators. I think my #1 thing is for pollinators, bringing in like the butterflies and the bees mostly, of course. Just do some more research. As I tell you guys with everything else I try to give you information on these videos, is just do your own research and see what can help you in your homestead, because there's tons of things out there that can help your garden thrive and different techniques to help your soil. But I wanted to show you guys before we leave, I know I had spoken with you guys about the well bars, and in that video I had mentioned that we were going to have to build a bigger chicken coop. And so that is what we are in the process of doing now. We are super excited and I cannot wait to share it with you guys once it is complete. We just started probably about 2 days ago. I had that day that I had made that video and spoke with you guys. That same day we went and got the materials, but due to being super busy, we've done little things here and there with it, and so we have the base right now, but so now we have to move this. It's in the garage. Now we have to figure out how to get this base outside so we can start building the frame. This is what we have so far. Let me do a walk around for you guys to see, but I want to apologize for the mess as we walk around. Yeah, it's sort of messy because we've been cutting up all kinds of wood and stuff in here, and I have wood thrown around and all kinds of tools. So I pre-apologize for the mess you may see in my garage. But let's go ahead and take a walk around the base of this chicken coop. And so this is what we have so far. So it's a pretty good sized chicken coop. This one here will hold anywhere from 6 to 12 chickens. So I know it doesn't seem like much, but trust me, this right here has taken a lot of time. Just throughout the past 2 days that I've had time to work on it, we've come out here and done a few things here and there. So it actually hasn't taken us that long to come to this point where we're at, but now we have to move it outside and then we're gonna get it finished up. So what is next on this is building up the walls, and we should have this done. I would say the time that I have to work on these types of things with all the other stuff and work that I have to do, I will say we'll probably have it finished within the next 2 weeks or so. And so I will share this with you guys as soon as we have that finished. I know I gave a 2 weeks time frame, but of course due to work and stuff, it might take longer. But I have no doubt that we are going to have it finished before our well bar chickens upstairs are going to need to be transitioned outside. I don't want to have them with my girls that are currently out there. I will slowly introduce them to each other, but once I have to transition them out there, I want my girls that are already grown out there in this coop, and then in the coop that I already have built out there, we'll put my well bar chicks in there when we're getting them transitioned. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me here today on this video. I do apologize for being a short informational video. But I just wanted to let you know about sunflowers and how they can possibly benefit your homestead. But until the next one, I will see you guys later.